And the second topic that Trump is actively commenting on, and which led to the arrival of an advance group of Danish diplomats in Washington. This is, of course, the situation with Greenland. According to media reports, Denmark has deployed an advance group of its special forces to Greenland, and they have been tasked with preparing to receive larger units of the Danish army and other divisions of the armed forces of the Kingdom of Denmark. We're talking about a small group of elite ground forces personnel who are supposed to strengthen Denmark's military presence in Greenland. Let me remind you, there are also American bases there. The presence of American military personnel in Greenland is several times greater than that of Danish troops there. In other words, there are more American soldiers on this Danish island. It's also reported that a small group of German Bundeswehr soldiers has arrived on the island. We're talking, well, of course, the number sounds almost laughable, 13 soldiers. Earlier, it was reported that the European Union is considering deploying some of its units there. Well, it's more of a symbolic gesture of solidarity. All European Union countries that are members of NATO will have to send some of their troops to Greenland, but for now, as we can see, Germany was the first, sending, well, you can't even really call it a detachment. It's more like a squad they sent. NBC News also reported that Trump instructed Secretary of State Mark Rubio to prepare a proposal to purchase the island of Greenland from the Kingdom of Denmark for the sum of $700 billion. This information was provided to NBC News by an anonymous source in the White House. The option of purchasing the island is a priority for Donald Trump in the year of the 250th anniversary of American independence. On January 14th, J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio are holding a meeting with officials from Greenland and Denmark who have come to Washington specifically to discuss this issue, NBC News also reports. It is also noted that Greenland's GDP is about $3 billion, while Denmark's annual GDP is $500 billion. In other words, the amount Trump is offering is just slightly more than Denmark's annual GDP. Well, to be precise, it's about 1.5 times as much. Trump himself wrote on his social media that the key goal of acquiring Greenland is to ensure national security by creating a golden dome. There's the Iron Dome in Israel, which Trump often likes to mention and praise. And now there's the Golden Dome that we're building, Trump stated. NATO should help us with this. If we don't do this, Russia or China will, and that must not happen. So this whole rhetoric just keeps escalating like this.